If you wanted a reason to be excited about Starbase, yes, this is the upcoming sci-fi sandbox game, then you've got it. Early access is arriving on June 17th, 2021. Hello everyone, my name's Captain Jack in video form today, and of course we're talking about Starbase, as the early access release is coming very soon, in June in fact. Not far away now, and it seems like it's been quite a long time. In fact, it has been a long time since Starbase was announced, the closed alpha began, but hey, here we are talking about early access actually just down the road now. It's an exciting time. I've come here in video time today to talk about it, and also the new capital ships feature. Yes, we are finally getting bigger starships inside Starbase. A new feature video is released today, which you can see on screen now, which talks about capital ships entering the game. These are essentially, as the name suggests, bigger ships coming into the game. Before I actually go into full detail about this, let's quickly discuss the early access phase and how that's going to go down and what we can expect. So as mentioned, early access is arriving on June 17th, 2021, which in the grand scheme of things isn't that far away right now. Many of us did expect it in May, but then again it's going to be in June. Not the end of the world. Is it going to get delayed again? I don't know. I don't really know what to say, but it seems like it's set in stone for now, and that is the decision the developers have made. It's been a bit of a turbulent time for Starbase releasing. They've had a setback release dates, etc. Then again, with the COVID-19 pandemic changing away many businesses, including game development studios' work, it does make a lot of sense. That's why, it's been set back. But June 17th is still a date to look forward to. Now, one thing many of you have raised with me inside my community Discord server, come join, the link's there or something, or that way, is basically, why isn't there a price for the game yet? It's something you've all spotted on Steam. Now, I'm going to be really honest, I don't know why there isn't a price yet. I have a feeling it's probably still being decided, to be decided. Some are taking this as an indication the game may miss its June 17th release date. I'm going to be honest, I don't think so. However, just, don't get too carried away with the hype. I know it's very easy to go, oh, Starbase early access, let's run away and get hyped. But, yeah, it's let's just see how it goes. Anyway, regarding the price, I think Starbase is going to be anywhere between about £30 to around about £40. And that's around about probably $30 to $40 as well. It's not going to be super AAA expensive, but it's going to be a moderate price to start with. Whether that price will fluctuate between when we get to actual release is undetermined just yet. I believe the devs have commented on it before. If anyone knows, you can correct me in the comments below. It'd be greatly appreciated. It's not something I have got stored up here just yet. Anyway, let's talk about the new roadmap feature and then capital ships as well. So let's take a look at that. Today, Starbase's devs rolled out a roadmap for the game. Now, this is a very in-depth roadmap. I'll stick it on screen right now, as it's got some very, very interesting features, and it looks beautiful. First off, we've got many things here. Now, just take it with a pinch of salt. This roadmap may change, with the development cycles, just as all roadmaps too. So as you can see, in Q1 of 2021, a lot of stuff has already been completed, including remote explosives, 3D printers, ducts, missile torpedoes, and unarmed combat. Now, if we look to Q2, so far one thing is complete. That's because we're sort of on the verge of moving into Q2 right about now. This is material point scanner. We've got a ton of other things for Q2 as well, including purchasing, larger ships, factory areas, and we also got company banking as well. I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna be, company banking, essentially your organization. Many games call it something different. In Dual Universe, we call factions companies. That's going to be how to do that. I'm glad that's getting worked on before we do the actual big release. It's going to be very cool. No indication of when that's coming around, whether that'll be before early access or just after. I'm not sure just yet. But if it's in Q2, there's a good chance company banking will be there before we go into full early access mode, which is really cool. As please developers, if you're watching, that is something you should not miss. Launch the game with company banking, and you won't take after another sci-fi MMO, which forgot it up until very recently after going into beta. You all know what I'm talking about. Anywho, there's a ton of other stuff on the roadmap as well. I'm going to let you dive all through it sometime. There's too much for me to sit here and read. In Q3, some things that stick out to me. We've got ship ownership, new locations in space, including dust cloud and fog areas, hazards, which are gameplay hazards for asteroid belts and dust clouds, item crates, decoration, reconstruction machines, new modules, and advanced navigation. This is for capital ships as well. And we'll touch on capital ships in just a minute. In Q4, there's stuff like siege defense, ship design improvements, YOLO improvements, loot systems, tons of stuff, also tutorial as well, and a respawn system overhaul, which is really nice. A couple of the bigger things as well, as we go through the different Q things, refineries, capital ships, social tools for companies, station sieges, Station Sieges is obviously something that's heavily advertised in the trailers of Starbase, and I think it's something a lot of us were drawn in to begin with. These two giant factions going head to head together, smashing into stations and taking them on, is going to be very cool. And with the inclusion of capital ships, I am super excited to actually do this. I can't wait to be leading RWI against another faction inside Starbase, waging war and just having fun really. It looks like the potential is here to do that. Whether we actually get it in game does remain to be seen. I'm excited for it though. Again, if you do want to come join myself and many of the other community in RWI, which is sort of my in-house faction for all things Starbase, do come down to the Discord server. We're taking applications currently and getting you inside the closed alpha and also early access and getting you in the organization where we can go from there. I look forward to seeing you there. Any questions, drop them in the comments. We also have moon bases and mining, which is really cool. We've got ship controls update, space exploration. This is something I'm really keen for, is to journey around and explore space. Now, a couple of final ones with insignias and reputation. This insignia is for characters and companies, company reputation, and a rank system. We already have a rank system in game for companies, but it's not as in-depth as it probably could be. We've also got a player rating system for CV as well. Presumably this will allow other players to rate you on jobs and missions, etc., which is going to be really cool. Also a good way to spot out griefers and idiots in general, I'm going to say. There's also a ship control update, mouse controls for ships, new screens, buttons, and lights. I think a lot of people are going to be very pleased for that. So far in this roadmap, we can see clear progress has been made. You know, Moon City and Gravity, that's complete. Jobs, tutorials, atmospheres and moons, that's all done as well. So far, it looks like the next big thing is the easy build mode, which we do know is being worked on. The multiplayer station building is being worked on, and capital ships and refineries as well. All very recently, we've seen evidence of capital ships and refineries actually being worked on. Now, you're probably wondering, Jack, you keep talking about capital ships. Tell us about it. All right, let's actually talk a bit more about it. The capital ships was announced today with the EA release date, and honestly, I am blown away. I love big starships in games. If you've probably seen me play Star Citizen or anything else before, you know I hate flying fighters. It's just not my thing. I like a big starship. Give me an Imperial Star Destroyer any day. Anyway, capital ships, they are very interesting. I do recommend watching a feature video on this, but you know, in regards to how much it's going to cost you to build a capital ship, we estimate capital ships will be at least 10 times more expensive than stations, maybe even to up to 100 or 1,000 times. These things are essentially mobile bases. Much like me and many of the RWI community planned to begin with, having a mobile base warping around the solar system and being your mobile base of operations is a really good tactical point as well. It means you're not locked to one geo thing, you can essentially move the ship around. The only way capital ships can move is by jumping, aka quick travel, faster than light, etc. So you're not going to be able to park one out in the middle of an asteroid field and hide it. You're going to have to walk around to these locations essentially, which is pretty cool. Now the capital ships do have their own safe zone, but if you turn it into a military capital ship so you can wage war with it, it does become a dynamic safe zone. Meaning, you know, if you bring it into proximity of an alien station, aka an enemy station, the station or safe zone will drop. Again, watch the feature video, there's a lot more in-depth things there to what I'm currently explaining. Now, in terms of the capital ships moving around, it does take warp charge up time. The warp charge up time is server side, meaning that players not only need to be present for the charging process. There's going to be some limitations to actually add to this, but it basically means you know, you don't have to be present with a ship. You can leave your capital ship wherever it is, go off, do some mining, some missions, etc. Come back, once it's ready, engage, you can go from there. The current numbers for warp minimum distance is 5,000 km and the maximum is 50,000 km. Keep that in mind. Now, in terms of like warping in a capital ship to attack a station, the devs have thought of this. Both the attacker and defender will receive the same warning of an impending warp. Defending stations, or another capital ship, will get a warning and time frame instantly when attacking the military capital ship, and set its course for charging up, which may take 48 or 72 hours. What's really interesting there, so it takes a warp thing to charge up like 48 hours or 72 hours depending on routes. That is a big variable, by the way. It may take less or more, etc. But say if I go to attack, say, Kraz's Starbase, etc. with my capital ship, he'll get a warning anywhere from 12 hours, 40 hours, to 72 hours ahead of time. Meaning, that is enough time to mount a defense, essentially. So if you need to get people online to mount a defense, you go, gents, we need to be online within 72 hours, raise the shields, get the guns, we need to defend our Starbase. For me, at the minute, while not playing it, that seems like a very interesting game mechanic, and one I'm very much excited for and to see as well. I can't wait to have more of that. Starbase so far is shaping up to be very interesting. I am loving the way capital ships are handled, and I'm loving the way the roadmap currently looks and is working. Do let me know if you're excited for Starbase down below in the comment section as per usual. I cannot wait to jump into this game, and over the next month or two, I'll be posting more videos about it, how to get you involved in the game, showing you more of the closed alpha and what you can actually do in there, including tutorials on how to play the game as well. If you want to learn Starbase, this is going to be a place for it, as I can't wait to teach you, and me as well, how to actually play Starbase and get familiar with certain systems like YOLO, the coding language, and various things like that. I think someone's on the way to arrest me for saying that. Frozen Byte devs, please don't. Now, I'm sure we're going to hear much more from Starbase's development team, the Frozen Byte team, on our road up to June 17th, 2021. It's going to be an exciting time. I am massively excited for it, and I'll say I cannot wait. We've all been waiting for Starbase for quite some time now. It's going to be a pleasure to jump into it. June 17th is a nice time as well. It is in the middle of E3 week, though, so it's going to be very busy, but hopefully it's going to be exciting. I know you're excited for it as well. I certainly am. It's honestly going to be amazing. Do let me know what you think of this down below in the comment section as per usual. Today I have been Captain Jack. Thank you for watching. Again, come join our Discord server. I can't wait to be playing Starbase with you very soon. Make sure to hit that subscribe button to keep on the lookout for more Starbase videos, and I'll see you very soon. Goodbye.